Boom shakalaka, bad news head and shoulders for Bitcoin. Is a surprise massive move in play? Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including bad news head and shoulders, and could a massive reversal be in play? Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love. Push that like button. And today, fear and greed at 52, pretty much sideways from yesterday. The overall market down 0.25%, Bitcoin at 27,602, Ethereum at 1843, BNB at 311, XRP 42 cents, Cardano 35 cents, Dogecoin 7 cents, Solana $20.68, and Polygon 86 cents. And the top coins today based on AI would be Fief, Gnosis, UMA, Tron, and DEX tools. And you can use AI to pick out the best coins. There's a free trial of Token Masters down in the description. Now, Bitcoin has reversed since the middle of April. We stopped in this uptrend and we started a new downtrend that Bitcoin is going in. We've broken below this yellow line, the 50-day moving average, and we're coming up quickly to $27,000, which has been support here back towards the end of April, also back here towards the end of March, and also the 100-day moving average converging on that same number, roughly around $27,000. So will that be support for Bitcoin? Good question. Because I'm not sure if you've heard, but we have a recession coming. Maybe you've heard, I don't know. I could be the first person telling you. You might want to sit down for this. There's a recession coming. Okay, so taking a look at a comparison of all historic recessions, including the 1930s depression, this time seems no different. Now, the blue line right here is where we are this time, the S&P. This is all the previous recessions, plotting it out from when this recession typically started, when they first said that recession was happening. We're just in the mix, pretty much where all the other recessions happened. Now, the interesting thing to note, what I got from this chart was, number one, this massive one that dropped, this white one, it was over by what would be June, within the next month. And even the longest ranging one was over in about a year. So, that being said, at the max, we have another year of this until things turn around. As a matter of fact, turns out Druckenmiller's a pretty good predictor of pumps for the market. So, if we take a look at all of his quotes, we can see Druckenmiller says Fed exit would be a big deal for markets. Markets go up. Druckenmiller says U.S. bull stock market is exhausting itself. Markets go up. Druckenmiller says risk reward in markets is the worst he's ever seen. Markets go up. Right now he says U.S. on the brink of a recession sees hard landing. Well, could the markets go up? Absolutely they could. Bitcoin, though, right now is in decision territory. Right now we have this wedge on the 4-hour time frame. We can see we're in a symmetrical triangle's bottom support line. The 4-hour RSI bullish signal line crossing right down here in green. A retest of the top line, roughly 29,000, could be likely before decision time going up or going down. As a matter of fact, this is a very critical level. You can see this white line here has been support back in 2020, support in 2021. Again, support, but then break through to the downside in 2022. Resistance now in 2023. These $29,000 levels are very critical levels for Bitcoin. We may be headed back towards a retest of the short-term holder cost basis. That level right now, roughly $24,000. Could be heading there. It might be on the horizon. As a matter of fact, this Bitcoin head and shoulders, textbook head and shoulder pattern. We have the left shoulder, we have the head, we have the right shoulder, and the neckline. This predicts a roughly $24,000 target. That's two charts right now suggesting we might be headed towards $24,000. Could very well be. Are we going to close the $10,000 CME gap? Probably not. If we take a look, right now, Bitcoin realized price is now above $20,000 for the first time this year, while the 200-week moving average in red, the realized price is orange, the 200-week moving average in red is currently at $26,000. So those both could be support for Bitcoin. For Bitcoin to break below the realized price now, especially without collapses of other giant exchanges, it would be unlikely when you take a look at how little time Bitcoin actually spends underneath the realized price. So $20,000 could be somewhat of a soft bottom for Bitcoin. Now, if we take a look at the rate of change, very interesting chart because this tells us what whales are doing. So it has been sitting below the zero line for a year. This indicates whales have been accumulating Bitcoin and comes to the very end soon. When this accumulation is completed, when it stops, that's when the bull run starts. We're getting very, very close. They've been accumulating for a while. Great time to scoop up Bitcoin at a discount, because when things turn around, they're going to turn around very quickly, because we have liquidity crisis issues in Bitcoin. Bitcoin has not been this illiquid since 2015. And if you go back to the chart, looking what happened in 2015, once this whale accumulation ended, look at what happened to the price. It went from $200 to $20,000. If Bitcoin were to do the same thing today, that would be a $2 to $3 million Bitcoin. Yikes. Similar price action here on the Bollinger Bands on the 3-day chart. We can see where we have an inversion here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, basically bouncing off the Bollinger Bands, final retest on the bottom, and then break through and take off. Well, very similar thing. We have that reversal bottom. We have 2, 3, 4, 5. Could potentially find some support. This one also right around $24,000 is that bottom line. That's a very, very critical level. A lot of charts are suggesting that area before potentially taking off, because the path is clear when you take a look at the Chaikin money flow. This tells us where money is going. Money is coming into Bitcoin right now. If we take the 13-degree line from previous cycles, from bottoms to previous cycles, and just overlay that with where we are right now, that's easily hundreds of thousands of dollars for Bitcoin in the near future. As a matter of fact, we might have a huge move, like 2015-esque Bitcoin move, in the cards coming up soon. Interesting combination with the KST indicator. Very interesting picture. Bitcoin makes a first run up. So we see this little black line right here, first run up before we actually see a cross in the KST indicator, which is indicated with these yellow circles. As soon as the KST crosses, which note here, it has not done yet, as soon as it crosses, that's when we see afterwards huge run up. So something big is coming. You might just want to, well, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I know what I'm doing. So that's all for today's episode. If you did enjoy, push that like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.